With an eye on privatization of PSU banks, the government may mull a more liberal policy in allowing takeovers and mergers of banks by corporates as well as foreign banks. ET now learns that the idea that is aimed at opening up the banking system is at a very quote-unquote nascent stage and may make policymakers move with abundant caution. Ruchi Bhatia has more details. Let's bring her on board. Ruchi.
It's a very important and a significant development coming in. Remember, the government as well as the central bank are keen on widening India's banking sector, and we're given to understand that at this point of time, early discussions are on at a very nascent stage, and policymakers are mulling a more liberal policy for PSB takeovers and will ensure that corporates as well as foreign banks can take over some of the weak PSBs that are on the block. Now, remember, the government has identified as many as 6 PSU banks that can be taken over, that will be privatized in the near future, and we're given to understand that at this point of time the government finds merit in the argument that corporates as well as foreign banks be allowed to participate in the process. Of course, you can expect the policymakers as well as the central bank to move with abundant caution, put a lot of regulatory checks and balances in place. We're given to understand that the discussions, as I said, are still at a very nascent stage. The final call will be that of the RBI, but I'm given to understand opening up of the banking system could come in with greater regulatory vigilance as well. However, the government is of the view that corporate sector should be allowed to participate in the process. This will ensure wider participation, will ensure that Indian banks are also able to compete adequately, not just locally but at the global level as well. Policymakers that have a wider 10-year business plan of being present in the financial sector could be given this opportunity. A fit and proper criteria will also be put into place. Tighter norms for related party transaction will be put in to ensure that there is no excessive concentration of a corporate in the financial sector and there are no risks to the larger financial sector. Of course, this is going to be guided by global experience as well as the past experience, because of which we did see the nationalization of banks as well. But having said that, it's a very important development. These discussions are at a nascent stage. Policymakers are keen of ensuring that both corporates as well as foreign banks can participate in PSB privatization as well.
Thanks for that, Ruchi. Of course, an all-important development, and we'll be bringing you more on that as they keep coming in.